Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, and I'm here to tell you a little something about metalheads and metal itself, the music genre. To me, metal is probably the greatest, first of all, the greatest genre of music you could ever find anywhere and listen to. The merchandise is pretty awesome, music, the fans, and I just wanted to tell you that metal for me is life. Metal is probably one of the greatest things that has happened to me. Metal, I got into it when I was about 9, 10 years old, and from there on, I just like kind of grew to the point where here, look at me. Now I really am into metal because I know the concepts, I know a lot of the history that's gone on. So that's really what, to me, metal is. It's a sequence of events that has happened really over the years. A little things that do kind of bug me though is how people stereotype metal in the way which it should not be stereotyped. People say that metal is satanic. People say that metal is vulgar, it's violent, when the truth is, no, it's not. They say that because they probably heard a death metal song, they've seen an album cover, or they've seen a band that looks satanic, but they really don't worship Satan. Like, they stereotype basically about the bands that have a pentagram or an inverted cross in their logo, which is kind of making them think, well, look at this band, they have a pentagram, they have an inverted cross, they look satanic. We're going to say they're satanic. Well, no, that's kind of not the truth. They're not satanic. Like bands like Venom, Cradle of Filth, they don't worship Satan. Or any other band that does sing a song that's pretty evil and brutal, kind of satanic, they don't worship Satan. You can't prove it, but unless by the real actions. But it is bands like Deicide. Basically, that's the only death metal band I know that actually is kind of satanic. Of course, though, Glenn Benton, the bassist and vocalist, does resemble as a Satanist. I still don't go against that. That's pretty awesome, though. You know, inverted cross branded on his forehead. All that shit. It's awesome. But it is a lot of the black metal bands too, though. Mayhem, Gorgoroth, Enslaved Emperor. Those kind of bands they do because of the actions that they pulled across, the church burnings. To me though, I really have no thing against that. That's pretty awesome though. That's the kind of the great thing about Norwegian black metal is how they felt that death metal was nothing. So they kind of kicked it up a notch and said, we're gonna do some crazy more shit than what death metal is. Basically, to me, my favorite genre of metal is thrash. But yes, it kind of goes like I listen. My top is thrash, death, black, and then kind of early metal. But to me, it's kind of bands that I love that are Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, Metallica. I do like Metallica. I'm just not a big fan. Like Metallica 83 to 91, Kill 'Em All to the Black Album. Yeah, I'll go with that. But Load, Reload, all that shit, it's poser shit. Really is bands Testament, Exodus, Overkill, Death Angel, Pantera. That's the hard shit that I do love. Of course, Testament is actually one of my favorite bands. Chuck Billy is an awesome vocalist. Another thing that just kind of get me is how people are into that emo, screamo shit. Freaking people with Black Veil Brides, Blood on the Dance Floor, Falling in Reverse. That's some poser shit. You take that and you say, you get out of here. We don't want you on this page. It's kind of like that. Every time I see people like that, I don't hate them. It gets me just to like where it's like, oh my gosh, like really, all you call that music? That's horrible. How can you combine techno, like those turntable shit, with metal? That's basically ruining metal's name. Although, what, I'm not too big on new metal though, like Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park. I'm not really big on them. Although I am big, like I do love System of a Down though. Basically because they don't use rap in their music. They only use rap or turntables, which is kind of a good thing. They are actually a very unique new metal band to me, and probably to every other metalhead. Uh, just basically, I do love metal, of course. It's awesome. Everything about it, it's just amazing. I always will be a metal fan. I will never turn to anything else really. I'm not really into rap. I don't know how much of you metalheads are into rap, but I'm just not. I can't get to it. You know what though? I take it back. Maybe NWA, Easy E, they're okay, but it's those rappers like Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa, that kind of shit. I hate. I don't know anything about it, but I tried listening to it and I just cannot get into it. You know, it's just kind of. So another thing, metalheads. If you resemble as a metalhead, you always want to make sure that it's long hair. Long hair will make people think that, yeah, this guy is pretty metal. You know, look at his hair. It's past his shoulders. Look at this kid. He's wearing an Overkill Iron Maiden shirt. He's wearing Testament. He's got a jean jacket with all these crazy ass patches on it. And to me, this is how a real metalhead looks right here. A real metalhead has a denim jacket with patches on it. You can't really see the patches on it because the shitty ass webcam, but you kind of get an idea. This is what real metalheads kind of wear. You know, here's the front too. So yeah, that's kind of basically it. And also, if you are in a metal band, if a metalhead will go into a metal band,